This is the presentation of T.C.E. BMS system to monitor your battery and prevent its damaging from high temperature and low water level inside the battery. This system was developed to give full control of your rental fleet and over your battery. The test is made on two Evolution Series Pro, 4860 and a 48100. On the display of the control card you can see some parameters such as the temperature inside of the charger, the date, the time, the humidity, the logo, the size of the charger, and a small icon on the bottom right. The left part is for the Wi-Fi module. Now it means that the Wi-Fi module is connected. The right part stands for the CAN bus connection. In this case, as you can see, there are two red slashes and it means that there is no connection with the battery module. Beside this, you can see the three buttons that change color based on what the charger is doing. And when the charger goes in standby, these three buttons will allow you to always see what the charger is doing. The red circle on the top right part will indicate if there is mains voltage connected to the charger, so you always know if the charger is connected to your power supply or not. Now I will connect this charger, the 48100, in this case the A7FL, this is the name we gave to this, to the battery, and you will see that this will disappear and further value will appear on the display. This is the system. In this case, the box is connected with only two wires, one in the positive pole and one in a negative pole. The 12 cell to give 24 volt to the charger. In this case, the water level sensor is inside and it is green, even if you can see it. This is the water for the temperature, and if the temperature raises above 60 degrees, the charger will stop and will automatically restart the charge once it drops below 45 degrees. But I will show to you this later. As you can see, the further information added are the battery temperature, the level, in this case is green, so the charger automatically started, and the two red slashes are now gone. Now I will remove the water level from the other battery of the 48 volt 60 amp, and I will show you that if the water level is too low, the charger will not start and will give a warning error. You can see I removed the water level sensor and now it is blinking red. If we go back to the charger, this is now red, and the charge did not start. It will tell you that there's been an error, and now here you see the error 4/10, low level liquid. If I go and browse my history, the charge log data, I can see that the charge number 23 recorded on this date at this time gave final low level liquid at charging, voltage max, amp max. So the charger did not start the charge. If I put back the level in its slot, this will become green, and then I can start my charge. Now, it takes only a few seconds for the battery to communicate with the charger and transfer the data about the water level. So in the next few seconds we will see this red dot become green, and when it happens I can now start my charge. As you can see, now it is green. So even if this is red, because it comes from an anomaly, if I press my start button, now we'll show you default values. These are always shown in testing connection, because now it's communicating with the module and is asking for information. Now it's doing battery health control, is a further control over the battery to make sure that everything is okay. And in this case the charge started. And here this is the battery temperature and this is the water level. Now, this is the probe coming from the A7 FL48100. I will now try to show you that the temperature changes based on where we put. Now we have two cups, one with hot water and one with cold water. If I put my probe inside the cold water, I can show you that on the 48100, as soon as the charger will do its reading in a few minutes, this will go from 29 degrees to the temperature of the water inside the cup. Okay, now the charger is doing its reading, and in a few seconds you will see the new battery temperature that the probe sent to the charger. Now I will try to go from cold to hot. The charger is set to stop the charge if the temperature of the battery recorded goes above 60 degrees. And to restart the charge when it cools off at 45. So when it stops, the charge will not be cancelled, so it will automatically restart exactly where we last seen it. Okay, now the charger has read 72 degrees, as you can see here. It stopped the charge. It is not charging, but the charge is still going on. What I mean is that if now I remove the probe from the hot water cup and put it inside the cold water, at the next reading, this will go below 45 degrees and the charge will automatically restart. The charger is set to do its reading every once 35-40 minutes. So every 30 minutes he does a reading of the battery value, and if the battery values are still off, the charge will not resume. They will resume only if everything is green light. So if the temperature is okay inside the range and the water level is inside its range as well. As you can see, the charger automatically restarted and the new temperature inside the cup is 32 degrees. The charge didn't lose anything and it automatically restarted where we last seen it. Now, I want to show you that this is in here. So if I put it back there, the charge will stop again with the next reading. Now we are using shorter time of readings because we are doing testing and this is just a presentation. So these are the 3 steps of the battery module. In this case, this is what it looks on the inside. It's just a standard normal car that we put inside a box. After that we put resin, and this makes the whole thing resistance IP68. So you can put it inside the battery in full immersion, the acid will not ruin anything. And attached to this, as you can see, there is the temperature probe and the water level sensor with the 2 mains voltage supply. And this is what it looks like once it's completed. One thing I want to show you and tell you is that if the water level goes below the range during the charge will not stop. We decided to do it that way because we didn't want any of our customers to have trouble in the morning coming to work and find their battery completely empty. So the charger will only read the water level sensor at the moment of the starting stop. So if the water level is too low, the charge will not start and will give off a warning level. But if the water level goes down when the charge is in process, the charge will not stop. information read from here to both the charger. They are sent directly to the local server wireless with the Wi-Fi module that you can see here in the symbol. The two cards are installed. One is here underneath the main control card and one is here. So we have the CAN bus and the Wi-Fi module. The Wi-Fi module is just a hotspot that creates a virtual image of the charger. So we can see with our phones in streaming direct live of the charging values. So what I mean is that if I go on my computer or my laptop or my phone or tablet, I can just log into this code, which is a hotspot, and see in real time all these values. I can also browse his history and also change the name and see what the charger is doing. Now it just stopped and now it's doing the reading. And as you can see, he already spotted an error. In this case, the temperature is 66 degrees. Now it's stopping, so it's not doing anything. I'm just gonna take this and put it inside the cold water. Now, as you can see, this is the battery voltage, and we are just waiting for the temperature to go down. Okay, now the charger received the information from the probe, and now the charge starts again. So we want from 66 to 32 degrees. The charge is starting and now is in normal function. Okay, to the next step is about the data transferring and the live visualization. Now the chargers are charging and they are downloading the data directly to our local servers. So through the Wi-Fi modules installed inside the charger, all the data is being transferred with no wires, no connection, physical connection between the chargers and the local server. Everything is Wi-Fi. This is our local server. With local server, I mean a computer with a static address and this program installed. From here, I can see that I have two clients. In this case, I mean chargers connected to the program, and a few basic information and the live notification of the streaming. So if I click on the bottom arrow, I can see that on date 3 September 2016 at 15:53:34 seconds, meaning 30 seconds ago, I received a current status notification. So the charger is now sending data every 30 seconds, which can be changed and adjusted to the software. So the software also offers the possibility of a charging room. This is a unique feature where I can see in real time what the charger are doing. If I press on the info button, I can see an overview of the charger. So if I click ping device, I will ask for an answer to the charger. In this case, the charger responded. It means that this connection is connected and everything is perfect. Here I can see the state, the charging status, the charge time, the voltage, the maximum voltage, the current, the maximum current, the ampere hour delivered to the battery, the charge in percentage, battery temperature in this moment, and the maximum battery temperature I reached. The battery H2O means the water level. In this case is 0, it means that it's green. If I remove the water level sensor, this will give off an alarm. Now, if you want to see some data, now the voltage is 53.6 and the current is 62.2. So if we take our local server and we go straight to our charger 48100, we can see that on the software I have voltage 53.6. If I go on my charger, I can see 53.7, which is acceptable since there is a small delay between the delivery of the data from the charger to the local server. In this case 61 amp, and on my software I can see 61 amp. For the ampere hour is 25 amp, and on my charger I can say 26. Like I said, this is just a small delay of sending information. Everything is in real time and you can see it standing in your office. You have a full overview of what your chargers are doing in your charging room. All the data is stored inside your computer, inside the local service. And from the 3 folders on the bottom right, you can see status, battery logs, and errors. On battery log are stored all your files, all the notifications sent from the charger. And if you pick in the bottom the TMP_stats TSV, this is the last updated. The other one are the one used for the real time. So if I click on one of them, I see this information. This information is sent to the cloud, and the cloud automatically reads the data and transform it into a more user-friendly visualizations. Now, all the information that the local server stored are now sent into the T.C.E cloud. The T.C.E cloud is simply a cloud server which is made to receive the information from the local server. If I click on the bottom right, the top right, you will see this visualization. So if I go on view chargers, these are the 2 chargers that are charging right now, and as you can see the date is 0309 and 0309. So the server already updated the charges that we are doing right now with real-time change of values, and every 10 minutes you are able to see the updated status. So if I click on the charging serial number, this is the visualization I have. So in this case we triggered some errors. So as you can see from the monitor, if I click on the right side, just click on the column, I will have a filter that tells me exactly what error happened and when they happened. They give me the number of the charge, the date, the time, the duration, and all the details stored about those errors. And if I go down, I can have a full review of all the charges with the serial number of the battery that I charged. So if I want to see, for example, the statistic regarding this battery, I just click on that, and this is a more thorough analysis of the information. It's the same procedure as the charger, so if I click on a column, I can have a filter and I see all the charges that gave me that error. If I go down, this is a full list of all the charges received by these chargers. So our system goes both ways. I can see all the charges done from a charger to a battery and all the charges done from a battery to a charger. I can have a full story of both the charger and the battery. And if I go down, I have a more thorough analysis. I just need to select a range period, so let's say from the 1st to the 3rd of September 2016, apply the filter, and I will have my visualizations. After I apply my filter, so now I'm seeing from the 1st of September until the 3rd of September, you will see all the visualization appear. So in this case, I have the maximum voltage reached during the charges. And if I go down, this is the duration. With all the charges that I did, and the more I do, the more thinner this gets. And we always keep the longest one as a reference. So in this case, the longest one was this one, and this was 4 hours and 26-40 minutes. So in this case, if you see smaller columns like this will be an opportunity charge made to your battery. If I go down, I have the ampere hour graph. So I can always see how many ampere hour I delivered to the battery. And the last two are for the temperature reached for inside the battery and the maximum ampere reached during the charge. The cloud servers offer possibility to access to your charges data from wherever you are all around the world. And you can keep track of your customer, so you can add and view your customer, manually import the files that you downloaded with your phone that I will show later, or with your Wi-Fi or with your PC and tablet with the Wi-Fi, to see all of your batteries, and all of your chargers. So in this case, I only have 2 batteries. And this is the main visualization. Now, I'll show you how I can directly connect myself to one of the chargers that I am using. So if I go on the Wi-Fi research on the bottom right, and scan, I will see that I have the 2 chargers right here. So if I want to check the 48100, I just click, connect, and wait. Okay. After I connect, I simply type the static IP address 192.168.2.1. And now, as you can see, I am trying to access directly from my PC to the charger A7FL48100. If I press on Get Current Status, I will be able to see in real time what is the charger doing. And as you can see right here, this is the arrow we triggered earlier, so 72 degrees, the correct level of the battery, water, and the charge percent, and all the information in real time streaming of the charge that we are doing right now. And I will show you. So now the charger is charging at 31 degrees of the battery and 54 volt. As you can see, now the battery temperature is 31 degree and 53 volt. Also, I can check the temperature inside the charger is now 39 degrees and the humidity is 21. This is just updated, so 40 degrees and 21. Everything is in streaming and in live. So from my office, I can direct connect to my charger and check in real time what the charger is doing. On the side, I have these menus: View Battery, Download Logs, and Settings. So now I pressed on View Battery. This is a little bit longer because now the charger is creating a file for me so that I can browse directly the batteries that this charger charged. This procedure is usually avoided in case of local server because all the data get uploaded directly to the cloud or to the local server. So you always have this data available on your account. So this charger charged these batteries. And if I want to see one of these, I just click on it and you will see a different visualization. All the error level or the error that the battery can give are in here with the number of occurrence. And if I go lower, I can have a complete status with the initial percentage of discharge, meaning that the battery when we first started was at 20% in this case. And if I go down, there is the same as on the cloud. So if I want to see September 2016, these are all the visualization and all the graphs. Now, if I go on download logs, I can directly download all the stored information inside my charger. I press download logs and automatically, as you can see here, a stats file has been downloaded. And if I click on it, an Excel file will appear with a detailed story of what my charger did. As you can see, I have the number of the charge, the code of the charge, the battery code, the date, the time of the start of the charge, the maximum voltage, the maximum current, the temperature. This is the error that we triggered earlier, the 72 degrees. The duration, the ampere hour delivered to the battery, the exit code, and the phase. This is what we need to create the graphics on our iCloud. The T.C.E refill in case of automatic watering, voltage at start, and ampere at final stage. All of these graphs put together, all of this data put together, let us show you a real good visualization to have an easy understanding of how the charger is doing. And you can show this to the customer and have an upper hand against their claims. For last, there are the settings. So if I go on Wi-Fi setting, I can change the name. The one that I give is A5FL48100. You can easily change the name with the one that you prefer. So you always have full control over all of your chargers. And this is also the name that is shown inside the local server. So this one is the one that you see right here. As you can see, A5FL48100, and this is the one that I choose, A5FL48100. If I change this also on my local server, I will have a different name. Now, there is another way where I can download all the data. So, in total, we have 3 ways. The first way is from the Wi-Fi, so I can attach it like I just shown with my computer, tablet, or anything. The second thing is through the local server, and I can browse from wherever I am at any time what my chargers are doing, with always an updated situation through the iCloud. And the third method is the most, let's say, easy one, which I can connect my computer directly to a control card through a simple data box. In this case, I just plug to a USB port, the card will turn on, meaning that there is power, and with a simple program which is an executable, so you don't need to install anything, I just launch it, press find. Now you will see the serial number of the control card, which is word unique, nobody can change it, appear right here. And when that happens, I just press, there you go, read on the bottom part. Now all the data are being transferred and processed inside the computer, and this is all the charges that this charger did. If I press export, I can easily export all the information from wherever I want. Now I press close, close, and in this case, this is my CSV file records. So all the information you just show now are in here. This system was developed to offer a simple and easy way to monitor all the battery and your fleet from your office, in your location, or from wherever you are in the world. With the local server, you can have a real-time charging room to always know which battery is ready for the use. And with the iCloud, you can always tell what the customer is doing with your rental fleet, with your battery and your truck. The installation is really simple, and it doesn't require any special skill. It's just standard technology that we use because the Wi-Fi just needs a direct connection to a modem or a router, and just to give a static IP address to a computer, and that's all.